Hello everyone, it's Donna Price again with Dallas Design Supply. Today, since I've had so many requests for people to learn how to make bows, I thought I'd show you a few techniques that I use. I've made bows for over 40 years now, and I want to help you make your first bow. Today we're just going to be using like a 2.5 inch wired ribbon. You can use non-wired ribbon if you like. It's a little bit harder to do, because especially if you're a novice, but today we're going to be making it out of a 2.5 inch wired ribbon. I will call the front side of this is a one-faced ribbon. This is the back side, which is not really a pretty side that much, and then we have the good side, which is the front side. So that's what I'll be calling the front and the back. And today I'm going to turn like this where you can see, because this will be like what you're watching when you're making the bow. So I begin with, I'm going to make probably like an 8-inch bow. So it's from here to here is about 8 inches. You don't have to be precise. But the key to the way I make bows is you take and scrunch the ribbon between your thumb and your forefinger. You really don't use your fingers to gather the ribbon. And what you'll do, and I do not turn my ribbon as I'm going either. So what I do is find this is going to be the inside of the ribbon and the outside. And I don't have to turn it. I just follow the way that the good side is on the outside. And so I've made 3 loops. And then when you're fixing to make this 4th loop, which would come right back up, you're not going to do that. You're going to pull it, straighten it out, and make a tight little knot, a tight little loop over your thumb. And then you will continue with the next. I'm going to make this a 6-loop bow. So I'm going to put 3 more loops. If you'll notice, I put the center in the center of my bow. So it's going to be a 6-loop bow. And you do not have to twist the ribbon. You just follow the way that you're folding it, and you will have a perfect bow. And then if you want to do a streamer, you keep the bow intact in your hand. Don't let up on it. You just keep it really tight, smushed down in between your hand, and you'll take whatever amount of streamers you want and tuck it in right underneath that bow. All right, this is the tricky part for a lot of people. You'll take a wire. This is actually a 20 gauge green wire that I use a lot. You can use a 20 or 22 or whatever's good for you, but don't get too thin of like a 30 or so, because it's not going to hold your bow together very good. But what I do is I slip this wire over my thumb and just sort of work it until it's under my thumb. I never let go of my thumb and my forefinger. It's always going to be holding that. And I take it about halfway, slide the wire about halfway, and then you're going to turn over and take this one and come between the forefinger and your middle finger, and you'll have this one, and you're going to move it to where it comes between your middle and your forefinger. The whole time I have not moved my thumb off of that center. And then you'll take it, and before you let go, you make at least 1 twist. So then when you get through, you have a cute little round bow. Now I'm going to make this a little bit the same bow on a bigger one, so if you didn't get the details on this one. But after you get through with this, you can do the bow any way you like. You can make up to like 20 loops in a bow if you like. It all depends on how tight you can scrunch it. The next one I'm going to make is a really pretty velvet ribbon that we have. But it also has the gold on the back, so you can really tell what I'm doing. I always dog ear mine. I don't know what y'all call this, but I call it dog ears. And we're going to make this one probably about a foot. Since the ribbon's wider, I usually make the bows a little bit larger. So we've got about a foot there. And the key there again is to crumple it, smash it into your fingers, between your finger and your thumb, and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And you can see this is the way it's coming out. So instead of twisting and all that, all you do is come back up, follow the direction the ribbon is going. And I don't have to twist the ribbon. So this one, you can see, is going this way. So you just follow the way that it's laying out on your hand. This one I think I'm going to make into an 8-loop bow. So I want to show you how to do it from the bottom. So as you can see, I'm not twisting my ribbon. I'm just coming right back up here and scrunching. Now, we're at this point, and I would go back and make another loop, but instead, I'm going to just sort of go over and do this loop from the top this time. Instead of making another loop to the bottom, I'm just going to twist it right around my thumb. Can everybody see that? And then you keep following the ribbon the way it's laying out. I think I'll make this into a 7-loop one because it's getting pretty heavy. And I don't usually try to fix all my loops until I finish. Then I'm going to cut it. And I will cut it straight across because I'm going to do dog ears again on this one. And then if you want to do some pretty streamers, you take it and you scrunch right at the bottom where the end of your bow is. Let me get another wire. All right, we're going to do this again. We're going to take the wire, put it on top of your thumb, go through about halfway down the wire. This is an 18-inch wire, but you might want to cut a wire off of a spool or something. But I usually use about an 18-inch. Then I'll take it, work it under my thumb, pull this one around, and you can see if I move this finger, I'm always going to have this finger holding that bow. So I'm going to move that, and then the other half of the wire, I'm going to pull through, and I'm going to pull it through my forefinger and my middle finger. And I'm going to twist once before I let go of the ribbon. So then you have a nice little knotted bow. And I am such a stickler for don't having these squared off corners. I always do my little dog ears. The best way to do that is to fold your ribbon, start at the center and work your way out, and you have a perfect little dog ear. So you too can make a bow. You can actually, if you're using the wired ribbon, you can make this little knot. A lot of people like real small little knots. You can make it a little bit smaller. You can make your loop smaller and bigger depending on what you're going to be using it for. You can make some of the loops a little bit longer to do more of an old-fashioned oval type bow. So I hope this has helped you today to learn how to do this. And come see me at Dallas Design, and I'll be doing a lot more presentations on little things like this that are handy for the person that's trying to learn how to do anything with floral design or hobby type things. So it's good seeing y'all today.